like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGB Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground out the job. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Hey man, salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel, man. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in the building. If y'all not already, man. And if y'all haven't, salute to A Weapons on the intro track. Go get his new R&B album in the merchandise store right now. The greatest. All the links is in the description box below this video. You can get the link to that. Shout out to everybody who's been in the Cash App. Link to the PayPal. Link to the podcast show. Link to the website to get the free membership with the website. Also, link to get the weight loss formula, link to our Facebook page, link to our X account, and the link to our other YouTube channel. A lot of y'all not subscribed to our other YouTube channel. Make sure y'all do that so that you guys are up to date on all the news that we drop. Our other YouTube channel is almost at 100,000 subscribers. The name of that channel is TTV Network. Make sure y'all tap in. Let's get right into it, man. So Soulja Boy, who just recently lost a major lawsuit in court. He went to court, and the judge found him guilty and taxed him. I mean, took it to him with the punishment. He has to dish out a lot of money. He has just now found himself in a world of trouble, as Soulja Boy now has been arrested on felony gun charges. Now, according to reports, it says on today, rapper Soulja Boy, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, was arrested in Los Angeles after police discovered a firearm during a routine traffic stop. The incident, which occurred around 2:30 a.m. this morning at the intersection of Melrose and Janice, marks the latest chapter in the rapper's ongoing legal struggles. Soulja Boy, best known for his 2007 hit Crank That Soulja Boy, was a passenger in a vehicle when officers allegedly spotted a gun, leading to his arrest on suspicion of being a felon in possession of a firearm. According to the reports from TMZ and Variety, the traffic stop's initial cause remains undisclosed, and details about the firearm or other individuals involved are still unclear. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed that Soulja Boy, a convicted felon due to a prior weapons-related charge, was booked following the discovery. As a felon, he is prohibited from possessing firearms, making this a significant violation. Attempts to reach Soulja Boy's representatives for comment have been unsuccessful, leaving fans and observers waiting. Further clarification: his arrest add to Soulja Boy's extensive history of legal issues, particularly involving firearms. In 2014, he was arrested in the San Fernando Valley after the police found a loaded handgun in a car he was riding in, resulting in a 2-year probation sentence. In December of 2016, authorities searched his Hollywood Hills home following a Crime Stoppers tip that he had been threatening other rappers online with guns. And let me stop right there real quick. I remember that. How in the hell is you a felon? You already had gun charges, and you gonna sit up here with a straight face. And remember when Soulja Boy was online showing the Dracos? Bro, listen. I didn't even know he had already been charged in the past when he was doing that. But he was online flashing Dracos, just going crazy. I remember this stuff, man. Bro, you cannot trick yourself out of no position. I hope Soulja Boy is innocent of these charges. I hope it was not his gun. But I'm telling you, man, bro, listen. You can't have yourself in no situation like that when you're a felon. You can't be nowhere around a firearm when you're a convicted felon, especially when you've been convicted over firearms. And you in LA, man, they fit it, man. Listen, in California, they don't play about that. In California, the gun laws, man, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, man. So anyways, let's get back into it. It says in 2014, Soulja Boy was arrested in the San Fernando Valley after the police found a loaded handgun in a car he was riding in, resulting in a 2-year probation sentence. In December 2016, authorities searched his Hollywood Hills home following a Crime Stoppers tip. Somebody called Crime Stoppers on that dude when he was doing that stuff, that he had been threatening other rappers online with guns. A firearm was found, leading to another arrest for violating probation from the 2014 case. Although initial charges were dropped, he faced felony weapons charges in January 2017 when a stolen Huntington Beach Police Department handgun and a mini Draco AR-IS assault rifle were discovered at his home. He pleaded not guilty, but faced over 4 years in prison if convicted. Soulja Boy's legal troubles extended beyond the firearms. In 2019, he was sentenced to 240 days in jail and 265 hours of community service for violating probation after authorities found ammunition and firearms at his home during a raid prompted by allegations of holding an ex-girlfriend captive. That same year, he faced a lawsuit from an ex-girlfriend, Kayla Myers, who accused him of abuse and kidnapping, resulting in a $471,800 judgment against him in 2023. In April of 2025, a jury ordered Soulja Boy to pay $4.25 million plus $250,000 in punitive damages to a former personal assistant who accused Soulja Boy of alleged sexual battery and assault in 2021. Soulja Boy publicly criticized the verdict, claiming that the trial was unfair and tainted by external influences. The rapper's history also includes a 2011 arrest in Georgia for drugs and weapons charges after a traffic stop revealed marijuana, guns, and cash in the vehicle. In 2022, he was arrested again for violating probation by failing to complete court-ordered community service and allegedly falsifying evidence of compliance. These incidents, combined with his recent arrest, paint a picture of a career repeatedly overshadowed by legal entanglements. Soulja Boy's legal woes have often coincided with his public persona, marked by online feuds and provocative social media activity. And y'all come on YouTube and y'all ask me why I don't like seeing the two homies. I ain't gonna say homies because the other dude, I don't like to see them two dudes going at it that y'all know I talked to the brother about, to the dude I got a lot of love for. This is the reason why, man. Them people be watching this online stuff, man, and trying to put these dudes down for. I'm telling y'all this, man. I don't want to participate in seeing dudes get caught up in that, because this is what happened. Somebody called the cops on this dude because he was saying stuff online. They called, and Crime Stoppers done ran in, raided his home, and this is the type of stuff that goes on. Now, in 2016, his arrest stemmed from threats made against other rappers, including Migos member Quavo, prompting police scrutiny. Despite these challenges, Soulja Boy has maintained a significant presence in hip-hop, claiming influence over modern rap culture through his early adoption of social media and viral marketing. His 2018 interview on The Breakfast Club saw him assert that he revolutionized hip-hop, a claim met with both support and skepticism. As of now, Soulja Boy's latest arrest remains under investigation with no court date immediately announced. The incident follows a busy weekend for the rapper, who was spotted celebrating his birthday at a Los Angeles nightclub, Poppy, and interacting with fans on a TMZ celebrity tour bus hours before his arrest. The outcome of this case could have significant implications given his prior convictions and probation history. This pattern of arrest raises questions about recurring issues with firearms and probation violations. While Soulja Boy has expressed intentions to focus on his music and business ventures in the past, his legal troubles continue to dominate headlines. Fans and critics alike await further developments as rapper navigates yet another legal hurdle in a career defined by both chart-topping success and persistent controversy. Man, this dude right here, man, they finna hit this dude with something heavy. He got, if this is true, and they say, hey, man, if they find him guilty, right? And let me look this up right now. Let me look this up on Google. Let me Google this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Can a convicted felon be in a car with a gun? Let me see. Right? In California. Let me see. Let me put that in California. Let me put that in California. Hold on. Make sure I put that. Let me change that. Right? So in California, a convicted felon is strictly prohibited from possessing firearms or ammunition under state law as outlined in California Penal Code Section 2980081. This restriction extends to being in a car with a gun, particularly if the felon has actual or constructive possession of the firearm. So, in being in the car, if a convicted felon is in a car with a firearm, they could face felony charges under Penal Code 29800, even if the gun is owned by another person. Courts can consider factors like whether the felon knew the gun was in his car, whether the felon had access or control over the gun. If it's in a locked case they don't have the key to, this might reduce the likelihood of a possession charge, but it's not a guarantee. The specific circumstances, such as the felon's behavior or statements. Violating this law is a felony punishable up to 7 years in prison, depending on the circumstances in the felon's criminal history. There are very limited exceptions. For example, if the felon's conviction has been expunged, set aside, or pardoned, and the firearm rights have been explicitly restored, they might be allowed to possess a firearm. However, this is rare and requires specific legal action. He doesn't have that, I don't think. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Even if another person, y'all, is in the car and legally owns the firearm, a felon's presence in the vehicle could still lead to legal scrutiny. California courts have upheld convictions for consecutive possessions in such scenarios, especially if the gun's easily accessible. Man, he's in trouble, bro. With him, with all that other history he got, and him being in the car, and they ain't got a court date for him right now, they ain't saying nothing about bail, nothing like that, he's in trouble, bro. And listen, this dude was on the internet. Everybody got to remember this. Soulja Boy was on the internet going at it with all these other rappers and media members, right? Or not media members, I should say celebrities. He's been going at it with all these dudes online, flashing these Dracos online, doing all this crazy talking. Somebody seen him doing this and called Crime Stoppers. They called the cops on this dude. Say, hey, man, this dude's online making threats against other people. This is the reason why I don't promote that type of shit online, because I know where it can go to. See, people get out here, they start wanting to call the cops on you. And then the cops, this is what happens. They start wanting to come down and what they call, what they call it, y'all? When they raid your crib. I forget what they call it. Damn, I forget what they call it. Yeah, SWAT. So when they get the SWAT team to run down on your crib. So basically, you be online getting into it with somebody else. Somebody will call the cops and say, hey, man, this guy's a threat, man. He's online making threats to this person, or they online making threats to each other. And what they'll do is they'll call the SWAT team, and if the SWAT team will go kick down your door, run in your house, take all your shit, and then you got to pay for it. Think about that. Because that's what people online do, right? They did that to him. They did that to him. That's why I be like, yo, y'all don't see me. I don't talk about no gunplay, none of that shit type of shit on my channel at all, because that is the type of consequence that comes with that, because you'll have people who will call to cause these type of issues for you, and then you'll have the goddamn going police, all these people knocking and beating down your door. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not a good thing. You don't want nobody violating your crib and stuff like that and doing all that other stuff, right? So that's the reason why I don't like to push and promote that type of stuff when you see where it's going. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's very important to note. You know what I mean? When we talking about these different issues. So Soulja Boy, he got some real problems, man. Y'all smash the like button. We should get over a couple thousand likes. He got some real issues with this, y'all. I think he gonna see some time on this. Because of all his past history, and he in Cali, yeah, he gonna see some time. And it's convicted felon, and it's saying right here that even if you in the car, you know what I'm saying, man. So again, and he's already had a situation, like I said, he's got a $4.25 million judgment against him. With another $250,000, that's a $4.5 million judgment against him that he just got ruled against him with that girl in that R-word case, where that girl said that this man allegedly, and he was found guilty of this, liable in civil court, where she said that he kidnapped her, didn't feed her, R-worded her, all kind of stuff she accuses this man of in that lawsuit. And he was going to court. He lost that case just recently. But again, he kept going back and forth online with other celebrities, and the feds is watching all this stuff. That's why I be trying to tell. Like I said to y'all, bro, the feds is watching all this stuff, and if shit go down, everybody that was involved, the feds gonna hit up all these people. All these people have to go and talk to the feds, man. I'm not trying to get in all that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell people this. You know what I'm saying? It's not out of selective energy. It's out of love. Because you see where a certain situation is going, you're like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the situation happened with Soulja Boy. I will never forget Soulja Boy was crashing out online, going off on dudes. I just didn't know that they called the goddamn Crime Stoppers on his ass. They called Crime Stoppers on this dude and ran in this dude's crib based off of that. What he was doing on the internet, on Instagram, I think it was the gram, and online. So yeah, man. They definitely watching, especially if you have some type of notoriety, have a name. There's always people out here that when you get to a certain level, they want to see you fall. So you always got to be mindful of that and watch how you move, watch how you walk. Because even if you're trying to protect yourself in certain situations, people can try and flip it and get you in a bad situation. Now what's going to happen? You have to come off lawyer money, all this other stuff to try to protect yourself. Things that you don't need to do if you don't engage yourself in that type of, where it's going to this type of level of situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is, man. It's a bad look, man, with the priors, man. I hope it's not true. But if it is true, man, I mean, Soulja Boy's had a lot of things going on in the past, man. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my other YouTube channel. I'm going to be dropping more content on there tonight. I dropped some this morning on there. So y'all make sure y'all go check out that. Those links are all in the description box below this video. So y'all make sure y'all go follow me on all my social medias. All the links is in the description box. Salute to everybody. Support the channel. Y'all already know what it is. And to the person who said Donald Trump will get him out, no, he won't. Because if Trump was going to get him, he would have already expunged his record, which he didn't. That's why he's a convicted felon still. If Trump was going to do that, he would have already cleaned this dude's record. So, wrong. That's not happening. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. To the person who said this is nothing, he got hella money, you're a liar. See, you're lying, sir. He just walked into court last month and they showed that paperwork and he ain't got the money that y'all say he got. What is you talking about? Soulja Boy just got hit with a $4.5 million judgment, sir. What the hell is you talking about? He's in the court. He can't even really show the bread that he has the funds to pay that. He said it in open court. His lawyers done bought the paperwork. What is you talking about, nigga? Talking about, yeah, this ain't nothing. He got money. Nigga, just because you see people on YouTube, online, on Instagram, flashing a couple, $100,000 or a couple thousand, don't mean that they got bread like that, bro. Sometimes that's all the bread they got. The hell is wrong with you, man? Y'all people crazy as hell. Y'all really be thinking these people listen, if you got $1 million, show me $1 million. Everybody said they got $1 million, ain't got $1 million. I ain't saying Soulja Boy don't. I'm just saying when he went to court and they had to show that paperwork, y'all let me know what y'all think.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.